What's going on, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Shrek, and we're back with another video, guys. So, you just bought a Razor, Canam, side-by-side speed UTV, and you want to go and hit the trails and stop somewhere, have a drink with your friends, you know, trail soda, and now what you want to do is listen to some jams with your friends. Well, you have came to the right place. We will be reviewing a sound bar. Lots of you guys, like me, can't afford one of those expensive systems. One of those big old 5,000, 6,000, I don't know how much they go for, but those big expensive systems, I know I couldn't afford it. I don't know about you guys, but if you guys are here watching this video, it's because you guys probably can't afford it either. You guys want to find a more budget-friendly option. So what we have today is we will be installing and reviewing a sound bar that our friends over at Canam sent us, and let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here's the speaker. It is a Canam sound bar. Not much to it, but okay, so here it is. It's a Canam soundbar Midnight S80. They sent it to us in a silver color, I believe. See what else it has on here. Not much. So all we have right now to do is go ahead and unbox it. Let's go ahead and open it up. Always cut away from yourself. All right, so I know you guys know we have a sound system on the Razor already. It's a budget one as well, but this is even more budget friendly. I believe this is sub 400. Don't quote me. I will be leaving links for everything down below in the description, possibly on the screen. You guys know how we do. We put all that. First and foremost, comes with your harness, wiring harness, power, ground, and then a connector. Also comes with a remote. Comes with a nice little remote, bright. I think it has lights actually on it. So it does come with the remote. Comes with a product manual, and then we have some mounting hardware, I believe. Goes mounted on your cage. Yep, looks like hardware to mount it. Now you guys do know we have 4 pods or speaker pods on our Razor and 1 sub from a different company. We will be mounting this over it, and I'll be wiring it way different than regular wiring. I'll make it easier for myself just for purposes of demonstrating it to you guys and to make this video easier. So here's the speaker, guys. This is the sound bar. Actually looks really nice. I like it. If you guys want to stay tuned, well, you should stay tuned till the end of the video, first of all. Second of all, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It's helping us out. Share this with your friends that might be in the market for one. So what we will be doing eventually, or what I want to do with this speaker, I'm not going to leave it in the Razor. Like I said, we do have a sound system already. What I will be doing is mounting this speaker, figuring out a way to mount this and put it in my patio, out in my porch. So I know this is waterproof or semi-waterproof. Let's make sure, see if it is. So we recently did get a windshield, so I'm pretty sure the sound will bounce off the windshield and make it even better for us, make it louder. All right, so you can add an amplifier to this. You could connect your auxiliary into this. You can bridge out another speaker to it. You have a DC in and DC out, so you can bridge 2, 3, 4 of them. And then over here, you have your USB to plug in the USB. You have lights everywhere, which is pretty cool. Then your auxiliary in and auxiliary out. The other thing I was planning on doing with this one was adding it to my service truck. In the back, we have the ladder rack. I was even planning on mounting this on the ladder rack just to have it on there, but wifey said that would be pretty ghetto for me driving around with the speaker on my truck. So she talked me out of it. It is what it is. So it says protection level IP66. It's dust proof and water resistant, not waterproof, water resistant, which probably means splashes are okay. Just don't submerge it underwater. Runs off of your 12 volts, actually range DC 9 volt, direct current 9 volts to 18 volts, regularly on a 14.4 volt battery, which is perfect for your side-by-sides or even your quads, those like utility quads. Has a bunch of stuff on it, like the specifications. We ain't gonna get too much into it. You could connect Bluetooth to it. Like I said, it's auxiliary or through your USB, which is perfect. Beautiful. There isn't much to assemble this. It's you plug in the cable out on the back on the DC in, plugs in just like that, and then you run power to it. Should I power? Let me see if we can power it with just our little power box. I don't think we should be doing this, but for the sake of the video, I hope I don't ruin anything. Maybe we get some light, a nice little light show. And of course, we do have our YouTube videos in the back. So there we go. Is it powered on? Is it not? Let's see. Now we gotta bam. There you go. Okay, let's pair up our cell phone to it. It's gonna be beautiful. Right now we do have it on our little power bank. Let's pair it. KM Midnight 80. That's what it is.
Connected.
Beautiful. Put some copywritten free music. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty loud, guys. I could just imagine it on the side-by-side. So like I said, we will be getting into the installation process. Nothing to it, as you guys saw. For the sake of the video, I'm just gonna tap into my existing whip. Just run the wire off of that just for the sake of this video. Real simple, nothing to it. You bolt down your clamp to the speaker, clamps on the speaker with the supplied hardware, or not the clamps, but the base. With your supplied hardware, sure you use the little bolts with the washer, probably lock washer, I don't know. Comes with the tool as well, an Allen wrench. Put them on there, and then it just hangs. Basically how it goes. I'll mount it up, wire it up, and show you guys. Simple, simple, simple. As you guys saw, we were able to power it with our little jump starter. Real simple, power, ground. Nothing to it. On a Razor or on a side-by-side, let's say side-by-side. Some people get upset that it's just for Razors. No, it's not. It's for all side-by-sides or vehicles. Like I said, you could mount it on quads. Sure, you could mount it on a boat, on a car, truck. Like I said, I wanted to mount it on my service truck. Talked out of it. You can mount it on. It has multiple uses where you can mount it. You can put it in your port, like I want to do after I'm done with this video. You can put it in your garage, but it has many applications. Our application, or the reason it was sent to us, was to showcase it on our Razor. We'll go ahead and install it, get that going for you guys, and then show you guys how it sounds out in the real world. I'm sure it's durable. It's meant for a Razor or side-by-side. I keep saying Razor just because we own a Razor. It's very durable. It's a strong build. Like I said, me personally, I'm mounting it in my patio. Out on the patio, I will run the cable to the outlet. I'll figure out how I could put one of the little, forgot what they're called, but it's the little box transmitter, I think it's called, I don't know. Turns the voltage from AC to DC or whatever it's called. I don't know the specific. I'm not an electrician, but that's what we will be doing. Be plugging this out in the patio, and I'll show you guys, like I said, at the end of the video, how I go about doing that. I already kind of have an idea. Piece of wood, bolt down, and then the wood just bolted up to the existing patio. That'll be part of a different segment of this video, just to show you guys there's many uses for a sound bar. You can even put it probably on your TV. Yeah, because it has aux in. Put it underneath your TV. It'll work perfect. We'll mount it on a Razor because I'm rambling now. We'll go ahead and mount it on a Razor and be right back with you guys. I'll show you guys the process possibly. Not sure, but I'll be back with you guys. And we do have a new camera. Let me know what you guys think. We have a mic now. So let me know if you guys are liking it. If not, just leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. All right, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are continuing this video. We will start taking off our whips and part of the roof. As you can tell, we have the mount for the whips. So we'll have to remove this one, and then one bolt right there on that side, remove that mount, and then again, that bolt over there for the roof. Then after that, we'll be able to go ahead and lift the roof from the back a little bit, so we could go ahead and use those mounts to go ahead and mount the sound bar to our Razor. Go ahead and do that right now. As a matter of fact, I'm actually using that cable to power the speaker, the sound bar. So let me get to that right now, and I'll be right back. And there it is. Went ahead and took off the two mounts. As you could tell, we are going to start prepping the soundbar with this mount to be able to just put it underneath there. As you can tell, it just lifts up. Roof will lift up and you're able to put your clamps there. So let's go ahead and assemble this, and we'll be right back. So for starters, we will be putting the clamp, as you guys remember, on the speaker first. Just make sure you have enough space, and that's where you will be mounting your clamp. The space on the holes, that'll determine what hole you go. We're doing the third one from the outside. So as I told you guys earlier, it would be the short bolts holding down the bottom of the clamp or bracket, whatever you want to call it, mounting bracket, to the speaker, and then you'll be using the longer screws to hold both pieces of the bracket together. Like we said earlier too, it does come with the tool, an Allen wrench, to be able to do it. Perfect. We went ahead and got the first one down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so as I told you guys, we were just gonna do it right over this. I did go ahead and bolt the roof back down. This is what it looks like. I did wire it into the whips, so when I turn on the whip, it should turn on the speaker. Hopefully we don't blow nothing, or maybe not. Let's see if it did turn it on. Voila.
Heavy mode.
I get down with my wiring, I guess. That's connected. Beautiful. Let me turn off the lights, see what it looks like without any lights. Give me a second. All right, so there it is installed, and those are the lights that it has. I was just thinking, of course we're in the garage right now, but I was just thinking that might even double as a chase light while you're in front of other people. That might be able to double as a chase light. That's pretty bright actually inside. So it's actually pretty cool because it lights up the back seat. Right now it's actually covering my dome light as well. It does come with with the remote. I had shown it to you guys before. I don't know where I placed it. I actually have it in my pocket. For the settings, you have different modes. You have that one, a really bright one. That one's pretty cool as a chase light, but I don't know how much they'll mess with you because there's a red and a blue in there. That one's pretty cool. What is that? White and red. So those are the different modes. That's pretty cool too. Also, to be a dome light. Yeah, just to be a regular dome light. That way you don't have colors flashing inside. It has all kinds of settings, guys, on the little remote. And you can also change them inside. You can also just set it to one color. Gentlemen, so right now we are doing a little test drive on the speaker, how it sounds like from inside of the Razor once we're rolling. I did set up a camera outside as well, that way we can go ahead and test it out while we're driving, so you guys get some type of an audio clip from the outside. I'll go ahead and turn it on right now so you guys can hear it from the inside and from the outside. So this is the audio from the inside. It's still pretty loud. You can't really hear me, I bet. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is plugged in up there now.
Semi mode.
That's the final resting place for it. And we did run the wire. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right along the wood. I need to clean it up a little bit better. But this is the little box I was telling you guys. Picked this up on Amazon and it's a little like AC-DC converter. Turns the outlet into a 12 volt, 14 volt, whatever it is. We did run the inline fuse and it just bolts up into a little plug that it has right there. I did tape it, extra measure, but there it is. Doing a little copyright free music. So playing it on YouTube. But there it is. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am too dark for that angle. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys saw, there are many uses for this soundbar. I'll leave a link for it down below. I believe I have a link for it. I'll go ahead and leave a link for this one down below in the description and probably in the comments. You guys already know how we do. Showed you guys how it can be used on your side-by-side. You can put it in your garage. We have it out in our patio now. It's permanent home. You could probably put it on a boat. Pretty sure it shows boats, side-by-sides. It shows quads. So multiple off-road vehicles, outside, on a TV, wherever you want. Versatile, very versatile. But with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're at home, enjoy time with your family. If you're on the road, be safe and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.